Right, this is NZCMS Intermission Beneath the Barcode, issue 26, March 2016. So we're just a little bit behind. NZCMS is a community of mission service who are all about living God's mission, both here and to the ends of the earth, period. nzcms.org.nz. I think I need to go pose. From the editor, how will future generations talk about today's world? What will be remembered? What will we be remembered by? Perhaps at the top of the list will be the fact that we could sleep soundly at night while millions were enslaved worldwide. Period. Largely because of our own greed. Maybe we've forgotten that we are made in the image of a God who calls us to let justice roll down like a river. Amos 5:24. To do justice and love kindness. Micah 6:8. To defend the rights of the afflicted and needy. Proverbs 31:9. Period. While much could be said about modern-day slavery, forced labour and human trafficking, this issue focuses narrowly on the role we play in this global problem. We're digging down, seeking to uncover the truth beneath the barcode, looking at where the things we buy actually come from and how our shopping often contributes to the suffering of many worldwide. Slavery is a complex beast and will only scratch the topic's surface, but we went to make one thing abundantly clear: unclean colon. We all have the choice to either contribute or to challenge it. Sometimes living missionally involves changing simple aspects of our lives, such as how we shop, period. John Slack, NZCMS Communications. NZCMS, New Zealand Church Missionary Society, incorporating SAMS. 78 Peterborough Street, PO Box 25098, Christchurch 8144. Blah, 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 blah. How long is that? 2.5 minutes. Beneath the Barcode, Slave Wars, Peter J. Mihaere. Right. Copyright 2015, New Zealand Church Missionary Society. You are free to make copies of articles for non-commercial purposes. Articles can also be printed from nzcms.org.nz. Intermission. Right, Slave Wars by Peter J. Mihaere. This summer the world was treated to the long-awaited Star Wars. The farce awakens, period. It's the story of the age-old battle of good versus good, where good is conquered once and for all, or so we thought, and the search for the last Geordie Knight enchants a whole new generation into its spellbinding story, period. The movie included the wires of the First Order from the remnant of the Galactic Empire, the Republic, backed resistance who helped an unlikely bunch of ragtag heroes, period. As I watched the movie, it brought to mind another order that's thriving in our midst across the world today, even in Aotearoa, New Zealand. An order that we thought was conquered and extinguished over 200 years ago. It's an order that forces people into an activity held against their will by some form of control for the gain or profit of those in control of that person. What I'm referring to here is modern-day slavery, human trafficking and severe worker exploitation. This new order has bewitched governments, corrupted business and enslaved men, women and children in every country in the world. Worse, it has seduced you and I to be involved in ways we're not even aware. Thankfully, this order has an enemy, the abolition resistance. The resistance has been fighting the slave wars for decades. However, the resistance is unsophisticated, poorly coordinated, and under-resourced. Where there is sophistication, it's very specific and only has the ability to help a few of the 36 million people trapped in slavery around the world. Where there is coordination, it's often short-lived because of well-meaning but stubborn people in individualistic organisations choosing to go it alone, diminishing the power of collective impact. Where there are resources, they're either feverishly protected or they're given unrealistic return on investment criteria without understanding and supporting the long and arduous task it is to successfully fight for a slave-free world. Those in the abolition resistance, Jesus Christ, it's over 5 minutes. Oh my fucking God. So we went over here and down there and then over here. We did a little bit of that and the copyright. And then slave wars. What a fucking homo. And I don't think we got any further than that. No, just go down there. Oh, sexual sin. Oh, let us go over the sexual sin. Oh, pornography, but not gay pornography, no. Oh, oh. The driving force. So what drives modern-day slavery? Put simply, it is the need for self-gratification and a relentless pursuit for more. Sadly, today there's an unquenchable appetite for sex, and this is fueled by our moral depravity as a species. There's an unlimited supply of human beings, particularly women and children, to satisfy the demand of every imaginable sexual sin. Nothing is too saucy for the menu for predominantly men, but not solely, who think it's their right to do whatever they want to another human being for a few moments of self-gratification. Even here in New Zealand, if you look in the right places, you can get exactly what you want, when you want it, if you're willing to pay the price. The pursuit of more is subtler. There are, of course, those who will do anything to make millions for themselves, but something is happening in the general populace that's equally concerning. Much of the world seems to insist we all have the right to get more for less. We demand higher quality while expecting to pay less for the products we buy and consume. And on and fucking on. How fucking boring. And a constant attack on capitalism, because Jesus was Marxist.